guys, Dave from Timber Time Outdoors. Thanks for being with us this morning here, getting an early start. I am rolling down Interstate 94 towards Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I am on my way to pick up the missing link in my firewood process. So if you've been following the channel, you know that I don't have a log splitter anymore, and I ordered one 12 weeks ago and it's finally done. So we're going to meet Chris Wolfe from Wolfe Ridge Manufacturing. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the features and benefits of the new log splitter. So stay with us, guys. Remember, keep it in the timber.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Welcome to Wolfe Ridge.
All right, let's jump into it, guys. I'm here with Chris at Wolfe Ridge Manufacturing, and he's going to give us kind of a walk around and features and benefits here of the new splitter.
All right, so I guess the first thing, we got a Honda engine. This is a GX390. This is 12 net, 13 max horsepower. We've got the hour meter we install. Your on and off switch is back here, kind of tucked under the beam here. Let's see. Oil change, you want to run the engine for about 10 hours. You run it at normal. You don't have any break-in, special break-in stuff. You just run it for 10 hours. Drain the engine oil here. You can put a pail right underneath that port.
Yeah, looks easy.
Refill it here.
Takes about a quart or so?
Takes about a quart, yep. 1 1/4 quarts of 5W30.
How many hours between changes?
Every 100 hours or
100 hours?
once a year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A lot of people don't get 100 hours on a machine like this.
Yeah, I probably won't.
Especially if it's only home use.
Well, it's so fast.
Yep. So,
I'd have to triple my wood probably. Well, even more than that maybe, but.
Right. Foot pad here, whenever you're set up and kind of sitting in place, you want to put that foot pad down. What that does is it keeps the machine from moving around, and it's also a great feature for when you go to tow or when you go to put it in a trailer.
Yeah.
You can set this foot pad down, crank up the jack, and it kind of locks it in place on the trailer pretty well.
That's nice. My old one used to be pretty hard to tow just because, I'd get it in that trailer and it would slide all over the place.
Yep, it wants to roll around.
Yep, good.
25-gallon tank here. So you got, plenty of oil to keep it cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things that sold me on this was the oil volume, because my other one used to get so hot. I mean,
yep.
It's not something that is good for the hydraulics, I don't think.
Right,
so.
Absolutely. Yeah, hot oil will degrade your seals and stuff in your valves. It's hard on the seals and pumps and cylinders and everything. So we do have a thermometer in the sight gauge here.
Yep.
So right where this full cold line is should be about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what your oil is rated for. And that's anything higher than that is when you start, getting into problems with seals and that.
And it comes full, guys. So you buy one of these from a big box store, you got to buy that oil, and that ain't cheap. So keep that in mind.
Yep. So yeah, 25 gallons of oil is, it's quite an expense to add on. And then, of course, with a box store machine, they don't do all the assembly, so you don't know if any of the fittings are bad or anything like that. So we actually put it all together, test run it, set your pressures, make sure you got your full 3,000 psi.
Okay.
Check everything for leaks, and make sure that it's a good quality product.
Awesome. Why don't you go over the controls for me here? So
sure. Yep. So this machine just has a standard splitter valve. So you'd hold the handle to split. If you let off, it's going to stop. It's kind of it's the safer version. And you push back on the handle and it's going to retract on its own. Okay. Your log lift, if you push back away from you, it's going to lift the log lift up. And then pull towards you, it goes down. It's kind
Okay.
of more of a downward motion here.
Yep.
Same thing with the wedge. Away from you goes up, and towards you goes down.
The log lift is the greatest. So it's like a table too, right? So you're kind of work and flip stuff. I've seen you run the thing. It's really good. So you mentioned this one here, the safer version. I think I know what you mean by that because you have an auto.
We have an auto cycle valve option.
Okay, and that's just you got to keep your hands, out of the pinch points, right?
Yeah.
Another one there.
Yep.
So yeah, I've cut my gloves a couple times, and it's there's nothing safe about firewood from the moment you cut the tree down till the moment you stack it.
It's definitely it's not the I think was it logging industry is the deadliest in the nation.
Oh really?
Yeah. So,
okay. Wear your safety gear, guys.
Yeah, safety first.
I got a video on that, by the way, so I'll link it here. But anyway, so controls.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, can you add that valve, the auto cycle valve later or no?
It is you are able to do it. It's a lot of work. So it's if you're considering one of these machines, it's definitely something you'd want to make sure you got it done at the time you purchased.
Okay.
To make it easier, but it certainly can be done.
So if I want, I should trade this in for a new one.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how things go.
The good thing about that is, the machines, they hold their value so well.
Yeah.
Especially right now, like every manufacturer is booked for 3-4 months, and people are willing to pay close to full price for a used machine.
Yeah.
Happens every winter, every fall.
Well, when you and I first talked, you had talked about, you have guys asking you about used ones, and I don't, it's probably not a common practice for you to do trade-ins, but you said, I can find you a buyer or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
what happens most of the time is somebody will, let me know, hey, I'm going to sell my machine. I want to get a bigger one or whatever. And we just, post it on Facebook, help them sell it in their area.
Yeah.
Because, instead of having to ship a machine back, and dealing with the trade-in stuff, we just help them sell it.
Right. Yeah, so fairly low risk, they're quite expensive. They obviously are going to speed the process up here, and that's why I did it. But I also considered that, it's a low risk. If I decide not to do firewood anymore, I'll be able to get a lot of my money back. And
absolutely.
So just an awesome machine.
Yep.
Yeah, so okay guys, I think we'll tow it home, we'll get it loaded up, and we'll show you some first splits. Alright guys, we're back here at the mini wood yard, and we're just backing her in here, and I just want to say a little bit about the buying experience with Wolfe Ridge Manufacturing. They're a small company, and I really enjoyed that. Chris Wolfe's a super easy guy to work with, very down to earth, and you know, sometimes when you're buying products, you kind of take that buying experience for granted. And I can't say enough about how helpful he's been. You know, he communicates. A lot of times when you buy things, you don't get any communication. He's been great about that. You know, he emails you, he calls you. It's just things that you don't expect in today's world. So I really did enjoy that. And I think we'll wrap this video up here. I think it's going to get a little bit long. So, you know, as far as getting some first splits on this thing, we'll save that for the next video. So, all right, guys, let's wrap it up. You know, like, subscribe, send it to your friends. I'm super excited about this splitter and just can't wait to run some wood through it. So thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, folks. And remember, everybody, keep it in the timber. Bye-bye.